In 2016, a Spanish court convicted Lionel Messi of tax fraud. Not accused, not investigated, convicted. The sentence included prison time. And yet, nothing happened. No suspension, no ban, no interruption to his football career. Lionel Messi returned to the pitch immediately. So how does the most famous footballer in the world get convicted of tax fraud and continue as if nothing occurred? By the mid-2000s, Lionel Messi had crossed a threshold that only a handful of athletes ever reach. He was no longer earning primarily from his salary as a footballer. He was earning from his image. Image rights income includes advertising campaigns, sponsorship appearances, and the commercial use of a player's name and likeness. For elite athletes, this income can exceed wages. In Spain, image rights income is taxable in the same way as salary. As Messi's fame expanded globally, this stream of income grew rapidly. Between 2007 and 2009, that growth drew the attention of Spanish tax authorities, not because Messi was a footballer, but because the income patterns raised red flags. During the same period, tax authorities were examining documents. Messi's football career reached unprecedented levels. Ballon d'Or wins followed one another. Barcelona dominated domestically and in Europe. Messi became the central figure in one of the most successful teams in football history. Publicly, Messi appeared untouchable. Privately, prosecutors alleged that a portion of his image rights income was being routed through offshore companies based in Belize and Uruguay. These companies existed legally. The issue was intent. Prosecutors argued the structures were designed to reduce the amount of tax owed in Spain. The total sum involved exceeded 4 million euros. For years, the investigation progressed quietly while Messi's public image grew stronger. Two timelines ran in parallel, one filled with trophies and celebration, the other with documents, audits, and legal review. They would eventually collide in court. When the case reached trial, the central question was responsibility. The court was not deciding whether Messi personally created the financial structures. It was deciding whether he remained responsible for them. Messi's defense relied on delegation. He stated that his father managed his financial affairs, professional advisors handled tax matters, and his focus was exclusively on football. Spanish law does not allow responsibility to disappear through delegation. The court ruled that individuals benefiting from income are responsible for ensuring taxes are properly paid. In 2016, Lionel Messi and his father were found guilty on 3 counts of tax fraud. The conviction was formal, legal, and recorded. The sentence handed down was 21 months in prison. Under Spanish law, the sentence was automatically suspended. The ruling was real. The prison time was not. Under Spanish criminal law, first-time offenders convicted of non-violent financial crimes with sentences under 2 years almost never serve prison time. Messi met all 3 conditions. The sentence existed in law, but not in practice. Once the fines and penalties totaling more than 3 million euros were paid, the criminal process ended. From a legal standpoint, the case was closed. What followed inside football was not controversy. It was absence. Barcelona publicly supported their player. La Liga took no disciplinary action. UEFA did not intervene. Sponsors did not withdraw. There was no suspension, no reputational reset, no structural consequence inside the sport. Football treated the conviction as a legal matter, not a sporting one. And then it moved on. Public debate focused less on guilt and more on consequence. Critics argued that fame softened the impact of conviction and reduced reputational damage. Supporters argued the law was applied exactly as written. In the years that followed, other footballers faced image rights scrutiny. Many cases were settled before trial. Fines became standard. Prison sentences remained theoretical. Messi's case was no longer exceptional. It became illustrative. On the pitch, Messi's career continued uninterrupted. More titles followed. More records were broken. More global recognition arrived. The conviction existed on paper, but nowhere else. Lionel Messi was convicted of tax fraud. That fact remains part of the public record. But his career did not pause. His legacy did not fracture. His status did not change. The legal system delivered a verdict. Football delivered silence. And that silence, the gap between conviction and consequence, is what made the case unforgettable. Not because of guilt or innocence, but because it showed how law and sport can exist side by side without ever truly colliding.
Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked this video, consider smashing the subscribe button. Also, right here is another video we believe you'll enjoy.